So, now it started. Now it started. Om Tat Sat.
Om Tat Sat.
Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha.
Om Sri Krishna
Parabrahmane Namaha.
Parabrahmane Namaha.
So today in this session, we are going to study the various qualities, divine qualities which are mentioned for the devotees of Bhagavad Gita and devotees of Lord Krishna. Certain divine qualities are mentioned. So let us see what are they. These are all told by Lord Krishna himself to Arjuna. So let us see what are they. In chapter 13, in chapter 12, in Bhakti Yoga, he mentions about, say, from chapter 13 to, so sloka 13 to sloka 20. In about 8 slokas he mentions. In Bhakti Yoga, this is Bhakti, that is the devotion. If devotion is there in our heart, we will achieve everything. That is what it is. So, Advaita, the first quality, 13th sloka is Advaita Sarvabhutanam, Maitra Karuna Yocha, Nirmama, Nirahankara, Samadukha Sukha, Kshami. So, it means what in English? Advaita Sarvabhutanam, he who hates no being. Maitra is friendly to all. Karuna, compassionate. Nirmama, free from attachment to positions. Nirahankara, free from egoism. Samadukha Sukha, indifferent to pain and pleasure. Kshami, is patient. Now, second, 14th sloka, Santushta Satatam Yogi, Yathatma, Dradanichayaha, Mai Arpita Manobuddhi. 5 qualities he mentions in this. Santushta Satatam means the yogin who is always contented. We should always be contented. Yogi, balanced in mind. Yatatma, who is self-controlled. Drodanichayaha, and whose conviction is firm. Mai Arpita Manobuddhi, whose mind and intellect are fixed on me, and who is devoted and dear to me. Chapter 15, sloka 15 of 12th chapter. Yasmat na buddhvijite loko, lokat na buddhvijite yaha, harsha marsha bhayod vegai muktaha. He who, that yasmat na buddhvijite loka, he who from whom the world does not shrink. The world does not get affected. The world is not afraid of us. And who does not shrink from the world, and he himself is not afraid from the world. Neither I am the world from whom, because of me, you are all not afraid. You are all peaceful and calm. By seeing me, some people get agitated. So by seeing me, you are all not agitated, and by seeing you all, also I am not agitated. Balance, there is fearlessness, both from me to you and from you to me. That is one friendliness. So is the quality of the Buddha, devotee. And Harsha Marsha Bhaya Udvoge Muktaha, that is he who is free from envy, fear, distress, and is dear to me. He is freed from the joy or envy or fear or distress. The person should be like that. Then that fellow is dear to God. Anapekshaha, so the 16th sloka, Anapekshaha Suchi Daksha Udasina Gatavjadaha Sarva Arabha Parityagi. Anapekshaha, who is free from wants, doesn't expect anything in return from others. Pure, capable. Suchi means pure. Our body has to be pure, our mind has to be pure, our thoughts have to be pure. Suchi. The body has to be pure, but we have to take daily baths. That is important. Body is clean, pure, clean. Mind also has to be pure. Our mind should not contain any wants or desires. And so, they called pure man, purity. Suchi and capable. Daksha means capable. If your job is to be given to be done, he will be able to do it. Daksha, capable person. Udasina, disinterested. See, he is not interested in gaining any benefits, unnecessary benefits from others. He will do his job. If he is supposed to do, he will do his job. So that is what Udasinaha disinterested. Tatavyadah, free from anxiety, no tension, no anxiety and all that. And Sarvaramba Parityagi, he who has abandoned all undertakings, is devoted to me. Sloka 17. Na hrushyati, na dvesti, na sochati, na kankshati. Subha Shubha Parityagi, Bhaktavan Evatyana. Na hrushyati, yo na hrushyati, na dvesti, na sochati, na kankshati. 4 qualities mentioned in this. That is what he who neither rejoices, nor hates, nor grieves, nor desires. He who has renounced good and evil, Subha Shubha Parityagi, he is full of devotion, he is dear to me. This is another one. Now we will go to the sloka of 18 up to chapter 12. Samadukka Samasatrau cha mitre cha tadha manava manayo sitoshna supadukeshu sama sangha vivarjitaha. Alike Samasatrau cha mitre. He is alike towards enemy and friend. Tadha manava manayo. He is same in the honor and disgrace. Somebody is honored him, somebody is disgraced him. He is equal. He is not affected much because he knows himself about himself. Sitoshna Sukadukeshu, alike in heat and cold, Samasanga Vivachitaha. Freed from attachment. He is alike in pleasure and pain, freed from the attachment. And Sloka 19. Tulya Ninda Stuti Mauni Santusto Yanakenachit Aniketaha Stiramatihi Bhaktiman Yume Priyanaraha. Tulya Ninda Stuti Mauni is indifferent to blame and praise. Either somebody blames you or praises you, you are indifferent. Or somebody praises me or blames me, I am indifferent. I am not affected at all. Mauni, he maintains silence. He is a silent person. He observes silence. This is another important quality of bhakta, of devotee, because God is himself is silent. If you see the Lord Shiva, he himself is silent. Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayana, he is silence personified. Lord Brahma is silence. So a devotee also should be generally silent person. Santushto Yanikanachit, he is content with anything, whatever is naturally he obtains. And Stiramati, study-minded person. Aniketaha, he is hopeless person. Bhaktiman, he is full of devotion to me. Yeda dharmyamrutam yadhoktam pariyupasate shraddhadana matkarma bhaktate atiyam nitya. Those who honor this immortal law, God says it is immortal law. Bhagavad Gita is saying whatever we studied the qualities so far, it's an immortal law. Described above, endowed with faith and devoted and intent on me as a supreme, they are exceedingly dear to me. So, sir, this is one thing. We will study this later in detail description. We have only covered the just qualities concerned. Next thing, qualities is the knowledge. God, Krishna says, what is knowledge? Jnanam. What is Jnanam? So that is what. Jnanam, somebody says we have Buddhi Jnanam. So that Jnanam, what is Jnanam? He is saying that. Now whatever I'm going to read in chapter 13 from sloka 7 to 11 is Jnanam. This is Jnanam. Now I will read first each sloka in Telugu and then English translation. Amanitvam, Adambitvam, Ahimsa, Shanti, Arjavam, Acharyopasanam, Saucham, Stairyam, Atma Vinigraha. This is part of knowledge. I will read in English. Amanitvam means absence of pride. Adambitvam, freedom from hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is again Dambitvam. Freedom from hypocrisy is I am not hypocritic person. So that is Jnanam. If I am not if I am a hypocritic person, I am in ignorance. I can't do a particular thing. What is hypocrisy? I can't do a particular thing, but I say I'll do it. That is hypocrisy. I cannot do it. I say I'll do it. That is freedom from the hypocrisy, adambitvam. And ahimsa, non-violence. Again, non-violence we discussed yesterday also. God, soul himself is non-violence. Neither it is the slayer of anybody, nor it is slain by anybody. It is non-violence. Ahimsa and is jnanam, shanti, patience, arjavam, rectitude, acharyopasanam, service of the teacher, saucham, again purity. Saucham has come here, purity, and stairyam, constancy, and atma vinigraha, self-restraint. Self-restraint is very important. Self-control has to be there. If I can't control myself, it is very easy to say this, but then we have to control it. Self-control, self-restraint is very important. And saucham, this quality, it will lead us. If you practice it in reality, it will keep your body and mind and soul pure. This itself is like Indriyardeshu, next sloka 8 of 13th chapter. Indriyardeshu vairagyam ahankara evacha janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshan darshanam. He says we all human beings have to know all these three qualities in this. Indriyardeshu vairagyam ahankara evacha janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshan darshanam. Indifference to the objects of sense, Indriyardeshu vairagyam, and absence of egoism, and keeping in view of the evils of birth, death, old age, disease and pain. We have to keep in mind the evils of birth, death, old age, disease and pain. Then if we keep in our mind about the Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, then we will not overindulgence to anything. We will not do any overindulgence. Otherwise, do overindulgence, we are not afraid of death and disease. And diseases will come. If you do overindulgence in anything, the diseases will come. So God is keeping us away from the diseases. He is going to give us a long life, longevity, long life, by keep telling us that you janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshan. We keep the evils in view of the evils of birth, death, disease, old age and pain. Keep it in your mind so that you don't do anything extra. Asakti arbhisvangaha putra dara gruhadishu nityanta samachittatvam ishta nishtovachishu. Non-attachment and absence of clinging to son, wife, home, and so on, and constant even-mindedness towards desired and undesired evils. This is that is basically constantly we should have the even-mindedness, and also we should have non-attachment, and we should be absent. There should be absence of clinging to son, wife, home, and so on. We should not get too much indulged with them, too much attached with them. That we say. And sloka 10 of chapter 13. Maicha ananya yogena bhakti avyavicharni. This is jnanam. Vivikta desa sevitvam aradhi jarasansati. And an unswerving devotion to me with single-minded yoga. This is the jnanam sir. So if we are say devoted to God with unswerving devotion, we just pray only Lord Krishna, Rama, Vishnu, Shiva. Keep praying. That is unswerving devotion. And that is jnanam. Praying him is jnanam. And many people won't remember the God, then they remember their relatives and relations, friends and all. That is not jnana, that is jnana. So, Maicha Ananya Yogena Bhakti Avyavicharana. And Vivikta desa sevitvam, frequenting secluded places, Arthi Janasansati, distance from the society of man. And so, 19th sloka, Adhyatma Jnana Nityatvam Tattva Jnanartha Darshanam Etad Jnanamiti Proktam Ajnanam Yatado Anyada. Adhyatma Jnana Nityatvam Tattva Jnanartha Darshanam. Constancy in knowledge of the Supreme Spirit and observing the goal of knowledge of the truth. This is declared to be truth of knowledge. Ignorance is what is contrary to this. So now we completed what is Jnanam. And all this is we will go through in detail later on. Separately, each topic is separate day. So that in detail this description we will go through this. So, but three things, three qualities we must remember always. What is Jnanam? That will be sufficient for us. Those three qualities I'll tell you. Those are related to God only. I'll repeat that. One is Maicha Ananya Yogena Bhakti Avyavicharani. That unswerving devotion to me with single-minded yoga. And Adhyatma Jnana Nityatvam, Tattva Jnanartha Darshanam, constancy in knowledge of the Supreme Spirit. Like daily we are reading Bhagavad Gita, that is Adhyatma Jnana Nityatvam. Daily we are trying to spend some after 1 hour in the Bhagavad Gita. Adhyatma Jnana Nityatvam, Tattva Jnanartha Darshanam, observing the goal of knowledge of the truth. We are trying to understand how to attain the Godhead. So this is the jnana. Now, sir, another set of qualities. Trigunatita Lakshana. What are the qualities of the Trigunatita? Actually, there is something called Sattva, Rajas, Tamo Gunas. They bind everybody in the world, including President Putin, President Trump, President Zelensky, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, or anybody, any king or anybody, whatever, or to the ordinary man also. The Sattva, Rajas, Tamo Gunas, the Gunas are there, they bind you and me also. They bind you and me also. Everybody they bind. And everybody is acting under the sway of the Sattva, Rajas, Tamo Gunas. So, but there is a person, actually soul is above the 3 gunas. God is above the 3 gunas. The gunas cannot bind him. But God is in us, in the human bodies. So that is why they are binding us. And but he is also getting appears to be born, but he is not born. So, but then he says, the person who is devoted to me, he will rise above the 3 gunas. Only the person who prays to him, like you pray to him, or I pray to him, pray to the Lord, God, we can rise above the gunas. That is what the boon he is giving as blessing to you, the extra benefit to us. So that he is telling now what are the qualities. I'll read in Telugu first and then Sanskrit slokas and then followed by English translation. This is given in chapter 14 from 22 to 27. Now, Trigunatita Lakshanalu, one is Prakashamcha Pravrutancha Moham Yevacha Pandava Na Dvesti Sampravrutani Na Nivrutani Kamshati. He neither hates nor desires the presence or the absence of light, action, activity or delusion. Arjuna, he rises above the 3 gunas. That is what it is. Because we are under the spell of the gunas, they attack us. They create us कि ये काम करना है. So that is they prompt us to action. अभी सो जाना है, they prompt us this thing. अभी टेम्पल में जाना है, अभी भगवद गीता क्लास में जाना है. So this is sattva guna. So the sattva guna prompted us. That is why we are here now, right now. Udasinavad asinaha gunayu navchalite guna vartante ityeva yo avatistiti naingate. He who is seated as if indifferent, who is not disturbed by the qualities, thinking the qualities are operating, and who stands firm and who does not waver. Next, 24th sloka. Samadukha sukha swastha samalosasma kanchanaha tulya priyo apriyo dhiraha tulya nindatma samsiti. There are about 4-5 qualities he mentioned here. To whom the pain and pleasure are equal, and who dwells in the self, swastha, who dwells in the self, not afraid, not too much of the world, because world में क्या होता है, relationships होते हैं, brother होता है, mother होता है, wife होता है, sister होता है, children होते हैं, वो सब ये friends होते हैं, the world actually. So who dwells in the self, that we can't get run after these people, but we are stable in our own self. Whatever we are doing right in the right manner, and we are happy with that. So we are who dwells in the self, and to whom cold stone and gold are the same, to whom the loved and unloved are alike, to whom the steadfast, who is steadfast, and to whom blame and praise of himself are alike. That is what it is. To whom a stone and gold are the same. It means what? It means the people who have a quality of charity. Like for example, we had to spend some money, some 30, 40, 50,000 were spent in this. But like 2 people were shared, little but gradually we shared. So for us, that money is as good as this only. They have not separated with him to the money itself. He said this is also equal to money only. So that's what he says, this Samalostasma Kanchana. Samalostasma Kanchana. This is another quality, sir. Trigunatita. Then the next sloka, 25th sloka. Manava Manayo Tulya, Tulyo Mitrari Bakshayo, सर्व आरंभ परित्यागी गुणातीत स उच्यते. To whom honor and dishonor are equal, and this passionate towards the side as a friend or a foe, and renouncing all undertakings, he is said to transcend the qualities. So that is what it is. And that's sloka 26. Mamchaya avyavicharena bhakti yogana sevate. So here this is the Trivandrum is the Mamchaya avyavicharena bhakti yogana sevate. In Jnanam also he mentioned Maicha avyavicharena Maicha bhakti avyavicharni, he mentioned it. But the Jnanam. And here in the Trigunatita also, if that quality we have, the Mamcha avyavicharena bhakti yogana sevate, when he who serves me with yoga of unswerving devotion, that quality we have to pick up. It becomes a Trigunatita Lakshanam, it becomes the Jnanam also. And Jnanam will lead us to the thought. Knowledge, if we have knowledge, that knowledge only will lead us. My knowledge will lead me towards a particular action. If I have knowledge, right, I should drive this way and all I will cross it. If I don't have knowledge, then I will get into the trouble. So this is Sal Guna and Samadhi ke then Brahma Vyaya. Transcending those qualities is ready for absorption. We have to transcend the qualities finally. Brahmano hi pratishtha aham amrutasya avyasya shashvatasya dharmasya sukhasya ekantikasya. For I am the abode of the Brahman, of the immortal and the imperishable, of the everlasting virtues, absolute bliss. If you want absolute bliss, absolute happiness, only through God only we get it. There is no other source to get it. So this is the God said. And so there are some more qualities. I said we'll put it in one thing. And Jnana, whatever we are doing work, no. God is giving us a technique how to do that work without getting involved. If I say if I do some work, I'll either get involved or something. So for example, anything I'll get into that good or bad. Say if I happen to praise somebody, either I'll get into good or bad look. Either I give donation to something, either get into the trap. There is a possibility of getting into either good or bad. Why against? If I have to be strict with somebody, again I will get into. If I have to punish somebody, either I will get into the trap of good or bad. So without getting into the trap of the good or bad, Jnanagni is something he says which will keep you above the good or bad. So he gives certain slokas. That is called Jnanagni. So that is mentioned in chapter 4. Chapter 4 sloka 19 to 23. No, I'll read that. Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa vajita jnanagni dagdha karmanam tamahu panditam buddha. So he who has excluded desire and motive from all his enterprises. So he who has excluded desire and motive from all his enterprises. So this is Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa vajita, and has consumed his karma in the fire of knowledge. We are all born by our karma only, sir. So we have to consume our karma in the fire of knowledge. Then only we will be purified. The wise man called him says, Tyakta, next 20th sloka of chapter 4. Tyakta sarvakarma, Tyaktva karmaphala sangham, nike trukta nirashraya, karmane avi aprivruta, apina eva kinchit karoti saha. Tyaktva karmaphala sangham, he who has abandoned all his attachment to the fruits of action, nitya truptaha, always content, nirashrayaha, not dependent. That person, even when performing action, he does not get nothing at all. Next is 21 sloka. Virashi yatachittatma tyakta sarva parigraha shariram kevalam karma kurvanna apnoti kilvisham. Performing action with the body alone, without wish, restrained in thought and self, with all motives of acquisition abandoned, he incurs no evil. 22nd sloka. Yadrucha lava santushra dvandvatitaha vimasaraha sama siddhava siddho कृत्वापि न निबध्यते. Content with whatever comes to him. Yadrucha lava santushta. Say we have performed an activity. So yadrucha lava santushta. That's how we should do. Whatever give and take has happened in a amicable manner, it's fine. That is content with whatever comes to him. And Dvandva Tita, transcending the quality of pleasure and pain, and Vimatsaraha, free from envy. He doesn't envy anybody. And Samasiddhava Siddha, constant in mind whether success or in failure. Even though he acts, he is not bound. Now, Kata Sangasya Muktasya Jnana Avastha Chetasah Yajna Yacharata Karma Samagram Pravdiyate. The work of one who is free from attachment, who is liberated, whose thought is established in knowledge. Jnana avastha chetasa. That means all our actions have to be established in the knowledge. With the knowledge only we should do things. That is, we should try to do that. And yajna yacharata karma, who does work only as a sacrifice, is only dissolved. Brahmarpanam brahmahavihi brahmagno brahmanahutam brahmavadena gantavyam brahmakarma kumadana. This 24th sloka of chapter 4. Brahman is the offering. Brahman is the oblation poured out by Brahman in the fire of Brahman. Brahman is said to be attained by him who always sees Brahman in action. It means what? Everything is God only, sir. Whatever money we are earning is God. That money we are putting in as a yajna is God. The result also will be God. And the person who is doing himself is God. So the results he will get is God. So now next point, sir. That is, God says in various chapters, couple of slokas in between to Arjuna, how Arjuna should perform, how he should fight the battle, how he should not be afraid of his duties. So he keeps motivating Arjuna in between also. Like in chapter 2, in sloka 45, Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, Traigunya Vishya Veda, Nistraigunu Bhava Arjuna, Nidvandvo Bhava, Nitya Satvastha Bhava, Yoga Kshema Bhava, Atmavan Bhava. He says, be a soul-minded person, not a body-minded person. Be a soul-minded person. Then perform action. He says that the Vedas are such that their scope is confined to the three qualities. Nistraigunya Bhava, be free from these three qualities. Arjuna, Nidvandvo Bhava, be indifferent towards the pairs of opposites. Nitya Satvastha Bhava, be eternally fixed in truth. Yoga Kshema Bhava, be free from thoughts of acquisition and comfort. And Atmavan Bhava, be possessed of the self. That is what it says. Now, son, now he says about this jnana. He says in a three different the only knowledge only will remove us from this world, but not that how it will remove. He says that one is jnana asina, jnana plavena cheva. Jnana asina, knowledge of the sword of the knowledge. Like now yesterday we have gone through, that's all sword of the knowledge, atma jnanam. And jnana plavena eva, apachedasi papebhya sarvebhya papakuttamah sarvam jnana plavena eva. Jnana Plavanam means it's a boat of knowledge. One is sword of knowledge. With the sword you will cut all the ignorance. With the sword of knowledge. And he says with the boat of knowledge. With the boat of knowledge you can cross over this. All over this there is the ignorance and papam is there. Sattva, guna, sabir, sattuguna, rajoguna, tamoguna are very dangerous. And they drag us into that. And with the boat of knowledge, if you sit in the boat of knowledge, the boat of knowledge will cross us over the river of the ignorance. So one is boat of knowledge, which will cut it, and the boat of knowledge will make us to cross over that ocean of the ignorance. The third one he says, Yadhaidansa Samidha Agnihi Basmasat Kurta Arjuna Jnanagni Sarva Karmani Bhasmasat Purkita. Jnanagni Sarva Karmani भस्मसात लाइक शिव का जो थर्ड हिस्से मनमत भस्म हो गया है, but similarly ज्ञानाग्नि सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात, it's a fire of knowledge. So the third one is the fire of knowledge, the sword of knowledge, boat of knowledge, and fire of knowledge. So as the kindled fire reduces firewood to ashes, Arjuna, so the fire of knowledge reduces all actions to ashes. So he says about this. So he is motivating Arjuna to acquire the knowledge. So we are trying to acquire the knowledge only. Yesterday we spent time on knowledge, and we will again go through also. Then he says in two more slokas in chapter 11, in sloka 55, he tells Arjuna, Mat karma mat parma mat bhaktah sangavajitah nirvairah sarvabhuteshu yasa mam iti pandava. So who the person like you will come to me, but person like you will have these kind of qualities. He says, Mat karma krut mat parma, he who does all work for me and considers me as supreme. Mat bhaktah sangavajitah, he who devoted to me abandons all attachment, and nirvairah sarvabhuteshu, and free from enmity toward any being. We should not have strong, we may dislike somebody, but then enmity we should not have anybody. That we should rise above that. Because we have to overcome and then conquer and overcome, rise above the person. We should not get into the people's traps. But nevertheless, God never told us to come into, don't hate anybody. There is a bad man has come, I should not hate him, so I cannot go and make friendship with him. I can avoid a bad man. But nirvaira, that is what. So he is giving us the technique to rise above the world. Then next is chapter 15:5. He says that Nirmana moha jitasanga dosha adhyatmanitya vinivruta kama Vandvai vimukta sukhudukkha sangaya gachanti amoda padam avyam. He says these qualities. What are the qualities? Nirmana moha, without arrogance or delusion. Jitasanga dosha, with the evils of attachment conquered. Adhyatma nitya, dwelling constantly in the Supreme Self. Vinivruta kama, with the desires turned away. Dvandvai vimukta, released from the dualities. Sukhudukkha sangaya, that is the undiluted, the release from the dualities known as pleasure and pain. Gachanti amoda, undiluted. There are two categories of people, deluded people and undiluted people. Mostly 99.9% are all deluded people only, Mudha. And the person who is undiluted, that is Amudha. Amudha only will reach me. So we have to try to become that Amudha, undiluted. Go to that imperishable story. So this is what it is. And in chapter 18, he mentions in about 5 slokas of chapter 18. At the end of the Bhagavad Gita, he tells everything to Arjuna from chapter 1 to chapter 17. In chapter 18, he is about to getting over moksha sannyasa yoga. Again, he reiterates in 3 slokas, 5 slokas to Arjuna. Once again, he summarizes that. The qualities, those qualities, let us see what are they. 51 to 55. In chapter sloka 51, Buddhya Vishuddhiyo Yuktaha Trutya Atmano Niyamecha Shabdadin Vishyan Tekva Ragadvesham Yudhachasa. In English translation, endowed with pure intellect, controlling the self with firmness, abandoning the sound, touch, form, smell, taste and other objects of sense, casting off attraction and hatred. And in sloka 52, Vivukta Sevi Lagvasi Yata Vakaya Manasaha Jnana Yoga Paro Nityam Vairagyam Samupashita. Vivukta Sevi Lagvasi, dwelling in solitude, and Lagvasi, eating lightly, and Yata Vakaya Manasa, controlling speech, body and mind. Very important quality. Yata Vakaya Manasa. If we get this particular quality, Yata Vakaya Manasa, this we will achieve wonders, miracles. We control ourselves in thought, mind and action. So this is another quality. And Dhyana Yoga Paro Nityam, constantly devoted to yoga of meditation. That we need to get into meditation later on. Every day we have to get into meditation, little by little. That also will help us to leading towards the self. And Vairagya Samupashita, taking refuge in this passion. Now, Shloka 53, Ahankaram vimucha, Balam vimucha, Darpam vimucha, Kamam vimucha, Krodham vimucha, Parigraham vimucha, Nirmamaha, Shantaha, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. Relinquishing the egotism, relinquishing the force, relinquishing the arrogance, relinquishing desire, relinquishing anger, relinquishing position of the property, and unselfish, tranquil in mind, he is fit for oneness with the Brahman. Now Brahmabodha Prasannatma na sochati na kankshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktu lavtaka. Absorbed in Brahman, he whose self is serene, does not mourn, nor does he desire, impartial among all beings, he attains supreme devotion to me. Bhaktyamam abhijanati jyavantiyacha asmi tattvatah tatomam tattvato jnatva vishate tadnantaram. By devotion to me, he comes to know who I am in truth. Then having known me in truth, he enters me immediately. So these are the qualities. Okay. Another set of qualities he mentions about the tapas, and we need to know, and we are doing every day, but unknowingly we are doing, but better to know. And so that what happens is we will combine our good actions, our tapas, then our quality of life improves. How to improve our personal quality of life is through these three kind of tapas. Like there are three tapasas God has proposed. In chapter 17, from sloka 14 to 17, that he says, Shariram tapas, body tapas. There is the tapas by the body, and there is tapas by Vangmaya, tapa Vangmayam, speech. Speech tapas is there. Third one is tapa manasa also there, mind tapas. Three tapas are there. This which we are doing, the qualities are there. So that I will go through that quickly. Sloka 14 of chapter 17. Devat Vijay Guru Prajna Pujanam Saucham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsa Cha Sharira Tapas. So body tapas has got five qualities. What are they in English? Worship of gods with wise born and teachers and wise men, and Saucham purity, Arjavam rectitude, Brahmacharyam celibacy, Ahimsa non-violence. As such the soul is Ahimsa non-violence. So this is a body tapas. If you are following Ahimsa, you are doing body tapas. And speech tapas. What is speech tapas? Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyehitam chayat swadhyaya dusam chaiva tapa bhavanu. Speech tapas, words that do not cause distress, fruitful, agreeable and beneficial, and practice in the recitation of sacred texts are the called austerities of the tapas. Like we are reading Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita, this is a tapa vangmaya, vak tapas. Listening to Bhagavad Gita, reading Bhagavad Gita, discussing Bhagavad Gita, and tapas of vakmayam. We are doing tapas of vangmayam. The 1 hour we are doing daily vak tapas. And so manasika tapas, mental tapas. Manaprasada samyate maunam atma vinigraha bhava samsati is a tapa manasa uchate. That is the peace of mind. We have to have peace of mind. That is important for mind tapas. Peace of mind. We should be peaceful in mind. God is never telling us to be agitated and angry and all. God is telling, beta, be calm, be peaceful, be serene, be calm, be peaceful, be serene, he is telling. So peace of mind is important for us. We should try to get it. And secondly, gentleness. We should have observed the silence. Tapa manas. If you are sitting silence, or you are sitting silence, you are observing the tapas of the manas, mind. Mentally you are calm. This is tapas you are doing. You are doing a great thing. Mind tapas you are doing. Mind controlling you are doing, which is impossible for anybody to, any ordinary man to do mind tapas. You are controlling your mind. Great thing, great virtue. And self-restraint, Atma Vinigraha, and Bhava Samsati, purity of being, is a tapam manasi. Shraddhya Paryataptam, Tapa Vidam Narai, Apala Kankshati Iktai, Satvakam Parichakshare. This threefold austerity practiced with the highest faith by men who are not desirous of fruits and are steadfast, they are regarded as sattvic. If we do this Apala Kankshati, then we are sattvic. But if we are doing all this to get some benefit, we are rasic. And we don't do it all, we are tamasic. So these are the overstuff. So Tapas of body, mind and speech are over. And there are certain qualities of Sthita Prajna that we will see. If you have 2 minutes time, we will go through this. Sthita Prajna, that is stable mind. What is stable mind? We need to know. Karmadam, first it's a Karmadam Buddhi. God is telling us, God is very kind. He is trying and showing us ways to get out of this Janma Bandha Vinudmukha. He is telling us to get out of the trap of this material nature. Material nature Adishakti sir, वो पराशक्ति, वो किसी को भी नहीं छोड़ती है सर, इंक्लूडिंग गॉड को भी नहीं छोड़ती. वो इम्पॉसिबल है. उससे भी ऊपर उठने के लिए रास्ता बता रहा है हमको. ऐसा उससे भी उठना है. तो हाउ पावरफुल ही इज, हाउ merciful he is, sir. He is trying to save us. Otherwise, Mata never needs us. Kali never needs us. She puts us in one form or other form, this form, that form. Still, she will like to have us with that. Mata, second Mata. But then that's all pain, temporary. That's why he is out of compassion. He is telling to lift us up. That's that. Karmadam buddhiyukta hi phalam tyakva manishinaha janma bandha vinurmukta padam gacchant anamayam. Then he says couple of points. How to have a stable mind. That is pradahati yada kavan sarvan pardha manogatan atmaniyev atmana pusta srutavijya pada uchate dukkeshu anujjigna sukeshu vittaspruha vitaraga bhayakroda sthiti munimicate या सर्वत्र अनिविष्णेह तत्त प्राप्य सुभाषुरम न अभिनंदिति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठा तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठा प्रज्ञा intellect. Basically our intellect only is born and dying. That is what prajna. That prajna has to be in the path of the God. Once it is in the path of the God, and nobody can disturb you, nobody can trouble you. That he is telling us the ways. यदा संहरते च अयं पूर्व अंगानिव इंद्रियाणि इंद्रियार्थेभ्य तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठितः. So he is telling various ways. यान तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत मत्परः तस्य हि अस्य इंद्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठितः. So prajna pratishtha, tasya prajna pratishtha. He is telling number of times, 6 times he is telling how kiska mind, whose mind is stable, whose mind is prajna pratishtha. Intellect is fixed in the God path. Above the mundane of the earthly life, difficulties, he is telling 5-6 slokas. So this is what it is. So once again we will cover all these points separately. Each description is different. Each elaboration is different. So today we have covered all qualities, and we will close the session by chanting 3 times Omkaram. Om. सर्वं श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु.
सर्वं श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु.
सर्वं लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु.
सर्वं
लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. सुखिनो भवन्तु.
सुखिनो भवन्तु.
ओम शांति.
ओम शांति.
ओम शांति.
ओम शांति.
ओम शांति.
ओम शांति.